Current biomechanical models suggest that 80% of energy for propelling us forward in walking comes from plantar flexors. These are the muscles of the calves. These are tricep muscles. Forget bicep. Tricep. 3 heads of the muscles of the calves. Unfortunately, for many of us, calves are underperforming. And this is important especially with elderly, but not only elderly, since many hip tensions, tightness of the hip muscles, stem out from underperforming calves. With underperforming calves, you will see a classic type of walking pattern. Instead of push-off from the foot, you see a hip pull-off. Let me demonstrate that. So this is kind of a classic walk of a person who is not using calves for walking. And the movement happens from pulling off the hip. Take a look at it again. Pulling off the hip. Comparing to push-off. Push-off, 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 push-off. Again, push-off and hip pull-off. When the calf muscles are practically barely used at all. What I would suggest is whenever you walk every day, try from even 10 steps of walking and using the toes for push-off. Don't insist, don't overuse. Pushing off the first and second toes. The best way is to first develop a clear understanding of motion. So don't learn intellectually, but learn by doing. Take a few steps when it's from the hips, and then a few steps where you're pushing off from the toes and from your calves. For underperforming calves, strengthening is the answer. And how can you strengthen? A simple exercise to start is walking by raising your heel alternately. Raising right and left heel. Right and left heel while you weight bearing. Lowering yourself down, not dropping onto your heels, but slowly decelerating, landing your heel gently to the ground. From the back, it looks like this. Alternating right heel, left heel, lifting one heel while shifting weight to the other foot. If that's difficult, you can do it even in sitting. Sitting with your knees at right angle and raising right and left heel alternately. As you get stronger, you begin to do the same movement. You begin to do the same movement in walking in place. And then you apply that to your everyday walking. Again, 80% of this propulsion comes from your calf muscles. As you get better, it's time for stairs. Climbing stairs is quite a demanding activity for the calves, for the gastrocnemius and soleus muscles. That's why when the weakness comes, people typically complain of troubles negotiating stairs. As you see, to push off and to bring yourself onto the step, and then immediately accept it by the other foot and push it to the other leg, it requires quite a lot of power and control of the calf muscles. For sure, you can picture my difficulty if I'm a pull off the hip kind of walker.